Sa free space. No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Now for my third game of the 1993 DOS version of Jeopardy, in which right now my total for this game currently stands at $38,401. If you all saw game number 2, I started off kind of weak in the Jeopardy round, but however, in Double Jeopardy, I bounced back in no time.
Did you really decimate it?
Yeah, because at the end of the Jeopardy round, I was in the hole at minus 1,800. And then in Double Jeopardy, I made a comeback, made it to close to $10,000. And then in Final Jeopardy, I had a clue which I knew the answer to, so therefore, I was able to come back and win it all.
Good for you.
Oh yeah. But I would like to add on to my total.
Of course.
Of course. And I have 412 Hamrock with me.
Uh-huh.
Alright, JPD. Alright, time for the Jeopardy.
Of course.
I love it. Your father loves it. Your Aunt Nana watches it every night in the VCR on channel 69.
69?
It's an inside joke there.
I know.
We're going to do expert this time around. I am returning. That's me. We're going to use the space bar for the enter key. See the stats. Yep, 38,401. Here we go. Taking on Barbara and Jerry this time.
Welcome to Jeopardy. Here we go, round 1.
Alright, the Jeopardy round, which we put in the dollar figures.
One daily double will appear on the board in these categories.
We have history, world capitals, lines in quotation marks, numbers, theater, and 60s trivia. Okay. I don't want to change the categories. I'll keep them as they are. And I will start things off with history for 100. Answer there. In 1790, mutineers from this ship settled on Pitcairn Island. Okay, and Barbara rings in. Oh, I think I know it. What was the bounty? Yep.
Right.
Mutiny on the Bounty. I should have thought about that, but that's okay. So Barbara's on the board as I try to add on my 38,401. Okay, Barbara, your turn. Theater 100. Picnic, Our Town, and A Chorus Line have all won this award given for writing, not performance. What is the Tony Award?
No, sorry, that is wrong.
No. So already, let's see if Barbara knows this any better than I do. What is the... She doesn't know.
No.
You failed.
Yeah. But remember, at the end of the Jeopardy round in the last game, I was in the hole at minus 1,800, but I bounced back in Double Jeopardy. Let's see what Jerry says. What is the Pulitzer Prize? That's right.
You are correct.
Oh, forgot.
It's okay. Still very early.
I know it's early.
Now Jerry has control of the board, which is going to be lines for 100. In song, Johnny Cash line that follows, Because You're Mine. What is I Walk the Line?
Yes.
I've seen the movie with Joaquin Phoenix. Very good movie.
That's it.
It is.
I even have it on DVD. We'll show it on movie night sometime in the future.
Hopefully.
Okay, in the meantime, I get to make the next selection, which is going to be lines for 200. Railroad and Monopoly that fits this category. What is the short line?
Yes.
You are correct.
I should know that because I've played Monopoly a few times. Now I have some money to play with. I'm on the board. Let's go with lines.
Remember that Mark, Least Fan ATEK Mark, will do his own game. Provide game show SGSN on the Monopoly.
Sweet. Lines for 300. There's only one of these lines on a football field. What is a 50-yard line?
Yes.
That's it.
$500 now. Let's go with lines for 400, please. It's been called the boundary between y'all and you guys. What is the Mason-Dixon line?
Right.
I never thought of that one.
Oh, well, that's okay. No problem. You learn something new every day. And I'm going to close out the category. 200-mile-long French line of defense which the Germans bypassed in 1940 by invading Belgium. What is the Maginot Line?
That's it.
Yes! So I ran through that category like it was nothing, and I have 1,400, and I'm still in control of the board. So let's go ahead and choose History for 200. The term Cold War was used in the 30s to describe this country's conquering of nations with little fighting. I'm going to try this one and say, what is this Soviet Union, or what is Russia?
Nope, sorry,
Yeah.
that's wrong.
It is not Russia.
Oh.
Down to 1,200, but that's okay. It's a little early. Barbara rings in. Let's see if she can get some money back. Germany.
That's it.
It was Germany. I was in the right continent, but I was in the wrong country. Okay, so, Barbara, you make the next selection. Which is going to be theater for 200. The Crown Guide to Plays says Queen Victoria's first command performance was a play about this demon barber. Who was Sweeney Todd?
Yes.
That makes sense.
It appears. Okay. I got a Facebook message from Nick Coleman, but I'll talk to him later. I'll have theater for 300, please.
Ow.
Saroyans, the time of your life is set in the waterfront district of this California city. Barbara. What is Notre Dame de Paris? No.
Nope, sorry, that is wrong.
That's definitely wrong. So she's in the hole at minus 100.
Wait, that's in Paris, right?
Yes. They want a city in California.
You leave.
Jerry says, what is 3? That's wrong.
Oh,
I had a hunch it's going to be California, but just in case, don't ring it.
I'm thinking maybe it's Los Angeles, but let's find out.
That was a Hollywood one.
San Francisco. Okay, so it's a good thing I held back.
Good day.
Okay, let's take theater for 400. In this Noel Coward comedy, Madame Arcati uses Irving Berlin's Always to go into a trance. Barbara. What is Blithe Spirit?
right.
Uh-huh. So she's back out of the hole and has some cash. And she'll make the next selection, which is theater for 500. Characters in this O'Neill play include a steamship stoker and a gorilla. Barbara. What is the hairy ape?
Yes.
I wouldn't have guessed that, but apparently it's right. Go again, Barbara. Still your turn. Numbers for 100. The decimal system is based on this number. What is 10?
Yes.
Right.
What is the 10th? Uh-huh. That is correct. Could I have numbers for 200, please? MCMXCII. What is 1992?
Yes.
That's it.
And this game came out a year after that. So let's go with numbers for 300, please. The digit on the phone represented by DEF.
What is 3?
Yep. Because 1 has no numbers.
You are correct.
2 is ABC.
And 3 is DEF. $2,000 now. Numbers for 400. The number in the piggy in the children's nursery rhyme who had no roast beef. What is the 4th?
You are correct.
Yep. And I'll take the final clue. Numbers for 500, please. Daily double.
The answer there.
Woo! Okay, so good time for that. And I have a big lead with 2,400. Let's bet it all. Okay?
Oh.
For 4,800 and a big lead, here's the clue. When it's 12 noon in Washington State, it's this time in Washington, D.C. What is 3 p.m.?
What is 3 p.m.?
Yes! Double my money to 4,800. I definitely know my time zones, that's for sure. Let's go with history for 300. Forcing a treaty in 1883, this nation gained control of Vietnam for almost 70 years. What is France?
Yeah.
It is France. Okay. I'll go with history for 400, please. In 1689, China signed its first treaty with this neighbor defending their border.
They're fighting their border.
Defining their border. Oh, excuse me. What is Russia?
Right.
Yeah, defining their border. That's right. And it is Russia. Oh, let's move the camera back that way. There you go. Okay, Barbara, you're in charge of the board now. History for 500. In 1867, these two European nations became a dual monarchy under Franz Joseph. What are Austria and Hungary?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Austria-Hungary. I remember when it was hyphenated at that time.
Oh no.
It was, yeah. When those two nations were hyphenated. Okay, let's have world capitals for 100, please. Bulgaria's capital. It sounds like an Italian actress. What is Sofia? Sofia is the capital of Bulgaria.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. I'll take world capitals for 200. Hold on. Started as a trading post for the Roman Empire, it boasts St. Paul's Cathedral. What is London?
Yes.
You are correct.
St. Paul's Cathedral is in London, England.
Of course.
Yep. Let's go with world capitals for 300, please. As Peking is to the People's Republic of China, this is to the Republic of China. What is Taipei?
Yes.
Which is the capital of Taiwan. Okay. I'll have world capitals for 400. City where you'd stand in line to buy gum in Goom. What is Moscow?
That's it.
Huh? Because Goom Department is in Moscow, Russia. Let's call that the category. Ooh, excuse me. The largest capital in the Sahara Desert. What is Cairo? Cairo, Egypt.
Yes.
Alright. Now there's one category left, which is 60s trivia. I'll take the $100 clue. In 68, Richard Nixon was one of many who spoke this laugh-in line. Barbara. She doesn't know.
Oh?
You fail. Jerry rings in.
I think it was a stand-up one, I think.
What is Utah? Nope.
No,
Oh.
that is wrong.
Definitely not Utah. It's Laughing Line. Well, I'm not too sure, so I'm just gonna stay put.
Yeah.
The correct response is
Suck it to me. Suck it to me. Okay.
Oh.
200. As his army cheered, he was named Associated Press's Athlete of the Decade. I think I know, but I don't know for sure. Let's see if Barbara knows this. Who is Arnold Palmer?
you are correct.
Yes, Arnold Palmer. Okay, Barbara, you have the next selection. 60 trivia for 300. This futuristic cartoon show was appropriately the first series broadcast on ABC in color. What is the Jetsons?
You are correct.
Meet George Jetson. 400. Practice given a national plan by the Uniform Time Act of 1966. What is daylight savings time?
That's it.
Yep. We have one clue left for $500 in 60s trivia. Let's go ahead and look at it now, shall we? Here it is. Carol Doda was the first to dance in one of this designer's topless swimsuits. Barbara. Who is Rudy Gernreich?
Yes.
Yes. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, she has 2,200. I have 7,400. Jerry, minus 300, so he'll go first.
The double Jeopardy round. Here we go.
All right. Here's the dollar figures.
Two daily doubles to help you in one of these categories.
We have food and drink, British history, bicycle parts, trivia, sports, and finally, science. Okay, these are some pretty interesting categories. Do I want to change them? No. Okay, let's start things off with Jerry. He's in last place with minus 300. Trivia for 200. Famous feline who was once the target of Ignaz Mouse's bricks. Who is Crazy Cat?
Right.
Uh-huh. I'll go with trivia for 400. In 1911, Picasso was among those arrested as suspects in this painting's theft. What is the Mona Lisa?
Yeah.
You are correct.
Up to $8,000. Trivia for 600. Daily double.
The answer there is daily double.
One of the two in the round. Okay, well, I've been on cruise control in the Jeopardy round, performing much better than my second game. I have $8,000. How much do I want to put at risk? Let's go for $2,000. $2,000. Put me at an even $10,000 if I answer correctly. Here's the clue. Since Louis XIV owned 413 of these objects, he could have started his own Holiday Inn. What are beds?
Right.
Yes.
So that puts me at $10,000 and into the five figures. And let's keep it going with trivia for 800. Rodeo Drive reminds us this was called El Rancho Rodeo de las Aguas until 1906. What is Beverly Hills?
You are correct.
Yes. All right. Let's go with trivia for 1,000. A Bushmaster is this. Not too sure about this one. Well, the first time we hear from Jerry in a while, let's see what he says. A snake?
Right.
Tell you the truth, that was my hunch, but I wasn't too confident with ringing in. But regardless, Jerry, you have the selection. Bicycle parts for 200. Steal the body of a bike, but make it look like someone else did it. What is frame?
That's it.
Uh-huh. Bicycle parts for 400, please. Oh, sports for 200. Nickname of the dragster Don Garlitz. Well, I wanted bicycle parts for 400, but that's okay. I wasn't paying attention. But Barbara rings in. Let's see what she says. What is Big Daddy?
You are correct.
Yes. Okay, a bicycle parts for 400. With this type of brake, you won't leave rings. With this type of brake, you won't leave rings. What is a coaster?
You are correct.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll go with, for sure, bicycle parts for 600. Please. You can get a good grip on this mustache, but don't do it in public. What is the handlebar? Oops.
Right.
Uh-huh. $12,000 now. I'll go with bicycle parts for 800, please. Just the extremity to get the bike going. What is pedal?
Right.
Uh-huh. And I'll go with bicycle parts for 1,000. Said something about the wheel. What is spoke?
That's it.
That's good for 1,000, and that'll put me at $13,800 at this point. I am going to pick sports for 400, but that will happen when we come back. Don't go away. Okay, we're back. The video's been transferred. I'm going to take sports for 400. In 1916, Georgia Tech beat Cumberland College 222-0 in this sport. What is football?
It has to be football.
That's it.
Well, it has to be because it is. 14,200. I'll go with sports for 600. A hackle is a long, narrow neck feather, usually from a cock, used by fishermen to make these. What are fishing lines?
Right.
Yeah. Sports for 800. After losing 737 games in just 7 years, they won the 1969 World Series. Who are the... Let's see, I think it's the New York... I think it's the Brooklyn Dodgers or New York Mets. I'm going to say who are the New York Mets.
Right.
Yes!
Ooh.
Oh, and by the way, Hunter, 69. Sports for 1,000.
Yeah.
Diving position where diver stays bent at the hips with legs held straight and grasps the back of the knees. And Barbara rings in. What is the... She doesn't know.
No.
No. Well, I don't know. Jerry, do you know? The pike? Yeah, I think that's right.
No.
Right.
It is the pike.
Yeah, never mind.
It's okay. Okay, Jerry. Now, food and drink for 200. Besides corn, the main ingredient in succotash. What are lima beans?
Yep.
You are correct.
Okay.
Honestly, I barely love corn.
Yeah, me too. Let's go with food and drink for 400, please. Similar to ravioli, this pasta is cut in rounds, filled and formed into rings.
Onions? Oh no, what the heck?
No, it's a pasta. I think it might be rigatoni.
Yeah.
No, tortellini.
Right.
Oh.
Okay, I would have been wrong, but that's okay. Not a big deal.
No problem.
Yeah. Okay, go again, Barbara. Food and drink for 600. Before the 1820s, this meal was called dinner. What is lunch?
Right.
Booyaka!
Oh.
Yep. Food and drink for 800. Called nervous pudding, it became popular after introduction of this trademark brand in 1902. What is Jello?
That's it.
Jello pudding. Food and drink for 1,000. Tripe, is this part of a cow or sheep? What is the stomach?
That's it.
Yeah. $18,200 at this point. British history for 200. By 1750, about 10% of England's population lived in this city. What is London?
Yes.
Alright, looks like I'm going to keep this run going. British history for 400, please.
Looks like it.
From French for discussion, it evolved from a medieval assembly of barons and prelates. Okay, I'm going to say, what is a rendezvous?
No, sorry, that is wrong.
No, it's not a rendezvous. But I still have a big lead with $18,000. Jerry. What is Parliament?
That's it.
Oh, yeah. Alright, Jerry. Go again. Science for 200. Most living organisms have millions, but a prisoner has only one. What is a cell?
Right.
Yes! Ow, 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 ow. Science for 400. A 5th century BC Greek philosopher was the first to theorize that all matter is made of these. Of course. What are atoms?
You are correct.
Okay, science for 600.
You really did, Aubrey. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah. Term for creatures like vultures or hermit crabs who eat carcasses and refuse. What is a predator? What are predators?
No.
No, got it wrong. Yeah, I fail.
I can't believe you fell for it.
Yeah. That should get a nomination for Funny Moment of the Year. Barbara? What are qualifications? No! Jerry. What are scavengers? Oh, yeah.
Right.
Okay, science for 800. Days and nights are always 12 hours long at this line. What is the international dateline?
Yep. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
No.
No, maybe it's the equator.
Oh. Oh, shoot.
It's okay.
Yeah.
The teddy bear?
No.
What?
You failed.
Miserably. Jerry. The equator, yep, it's the equator. Oh well. Jerry has the next selection. Science for 1,000. The other Daily Double.
The answer there is
Well, at this point it would be tough for Jerry because he can't catch me at this point.
Right.
How much is he going to wager? $2,520. Alright, here's the clue. If you're studying mensuration, you're studying this. What is measurement?
You are correct.
And that takes him to $6,020. But at this point, he still cannot catch me no matter how hard he tries. British history for 600. He was in England for only 6 months of his 10-year reign, which began in 1189. And Jerry's going to ring in. Who was King Richard I?
That's it.
Yep. Term used to describe the era when the monarchy was re-established in 1660. Jerry again. What is the restoration?
Yes.
Uh-oh. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, he's not going to catch me no matter what. Here's the final clue. In 1936, this king uttered his last words, "How is the empire?" Jerry again. George V.
That's it.
So at the end of Double Jeopardy, he has $8,420, Barbara $400, and me $17,200.
Here is today's final Jeopardy category.
And I know how much I'm going to wager. I'm going to wager $379. The category is the Olympics.
Final Jeopardy answer is...
Of the 5 continents symbolized by Olympic rings, the only one never to host the games. What is Africa?
Africa.
Yep.
What did you put down as your response?
I said, what is Africa?
You are correct.
Uh-huh. And I wagered $359, taking me to $17,579.
What did you put down as your response?
Barbara said, what is Africa?
Yes.
Okay. And she wagered
Your wager was...
$340, so she goes to $740. Now we go to Jerry.
Put down as your
He said, what is Africa?
Yes.
So everybody got that one right. How much did he wager?
And your wager was...
$6,230. That takes him up to $14,650, but I'm still the winner with $17,579 with a 3-game winnings total of $55,980. Yep. $55,980 is my 3-game winnings total, and I will be filming my 4th game soon, and I'll see y'all for my next video soon as well.